Hello. Okay, as continuing on the Ukraine and Russia war threats, and Germany also starting to allocate 2% of its budget on defense spending, and I think the many countries will be increasing their defense spending with all this uncertainty, geopolitical uncertainty that's happening around, with also the threat of China against Taiwan or versus NATO countries. I want to introduce to you this particular stock. I know everyone is going for the Raytheon or Lockheed Martins. This small cap stocks is also very good. It's also in defense industry. I just want to share with you what they do first. The company's name is called CPSH. So this guy is called Day Inside. He's quite a famous YouTuber. Um, this CPSH company recently had a contract to with the U.S. aircraft carrier to provide heating elements, and they were also involved in the NASA project to Mars. The rover cars that actually land on Mars. When they do landing on Mars hemisphere, there's a lot of excessive heat. So CPSH actually produce all those layers of it's metals as combination of different materials to insulate the heat, so people inside or things inside won't be damaged as in them. So I just show you first what they do.
CPS is proud to have produced the ALSIC hermetic housing for the turret power supply for the Sherlock scientific instrument on the Perseverance rover. So I can kind of put myself in the shoes of a short seller. Now, one thing that you need to keep in mind is short sellers have a reputation that they need to protect. Short sellers can talk down on a company, but after a while, they're going to lose their reputation if they keep going on and on about claims that just don't really make any sense. And if short sellers attack this company, that's fine, because I think they're still going to do well, because right now they're already net profitable. Last quarter, they were net profitable. If you check the balance sheet, then you'll understand why I'm interested in this company. With them already working with NASA, and them already having the powerful patents that they have, to where with this space industry growing, more and more companies are going to be launching things into space. CPS Technologies might directly benefit. Now, the reason why, and it's from their patents. So the reason why NASA wants to work with them is because CPS is the world leader in developing and manufacturing advanced materials solutions and products, particularly combinations of metals and ceramics, to improve performance and reliability of applications in a variety of end markets. So as far as that rover, and as far as all the other products that they'll send into space, the reason why CPS Technologies can do well is because their products are really strong. They're really durable. Their technology is already validated if NASA is using them currently right now. They show the differences between their product versus traditional products like aluminum or metal or whatever it is. But they have this new technology, this ceramic matrix composite. I don't want to get the terminology confused, but I'll go over the exact lingo. But they have some technology that is very powerful, to where these things can just get launched into the stratosphere. And not only is it really durable, but it's really lightweight. These space companies, when they take things into orbit, the lighter it is, and the more durable it is, the easier it is to take it up into space, right? So they check off those boxes. Let's move on to electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles as well. So they revolve around hybrid vehicles, electric vehicles, fuel cell vehicles, race cars. IGBT, that was a new acronym. IGBT stands for insulated gate bipolar transistor. So I won't go too much into the science there, but IGBT power modules are at the heart of electric and hybrid automobiles. In power drive systems, hybrid and electric vehicles, IGBT power modules convert DC to AC, battery to motor, and AC to DC energy from braking to charge the battery. Power drive system applications include what I said. So thermal management is a very big deal, whether you're going into space, whether you're dealing with electric vehicles, wind turbines, and there's a lot of many parts, and you don't want them to overheat, and I don't know much about the science behind why you need it, but thermal expansion can cause a lot of issues. And right here, CPS manufactures ALSIC base plates, ALSIC pin fins, ALSIC pyrolytic graphic base plates, I'm probably butchering some of these, and
So the different
ALSIC
types of
spacers
plates
for
as well,
IGBT
especially
power
lightweight as
modules.
well.
I'm going somewhere with this. You're going to understand, like, what's the point? Okay, ALSIC base plates reduce mechanical stresses associated with differential thermal expansion of module components, thereby increasing module life by as much as 10 times. So that's why this company, CPSH, is already being incorporated into fuel cell vehicles, electric vehicles, and hybrid vehicles. Okay, so aerospace, check. Electric vehicles, check. And so again, when I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, what's changed? Okay, that's what's changed. Electric vehicles are coming, and I think they're here to stay. And this revolves around what I just listed. And so now you're seeing that they're about to.
So if you see, they have various technologies and serve different types of industries. So I'm going to show you a few more researchers that have done. This is the trademark that they have created as well. They have registered as well for their this hybrid tech armor. Um, it's actually to goods and services is armored products, namely armor panels and plates for protective clothing as well, stationary products like ballistic resistance, not just bulletproof, very important. So I just want to show you a bit about their financials. They are doing really well. Um, this is one of the first few times that they are actually making a profit um, compared to previous years. If you can see their income after taxes is the first year actually they turned around from the past 4 years, assuming you ignore 2015 and before. So and um, and I just want to show you their share chart at the moment, which is at $3, which is pretty good. Before COVID, they were hovering around 150 to $2. But there's a reason behind this because um, okay, um, this is just to say that CPSH is their hybrid tech armor integrates with multiple patents and lightweight with ballistic protection and environmental resistance. I mean extreme heat like in Mars and all that. Assuming if Elon Musk wants to have a human being in Mars and building in Mars, you will need this. Let me show you this is the CPSH congratulates NASA because for their rover launch, successful rover launch 2020. Um, this is just to the link. Um, yeah, this is something recent last year. Their new hermetic packaging business. Um, so doing very well. They have it's producing high performance energy management components. So for many industries, like I mentioned earlier, I'll show you their cash good. Wait. Again, if you look at this, the revenue is doing all right. Okay, their P&L. Uh, you can see the P&L. There's an increase from 8 million to 18 to around nearly 20 million. So basically, they don't need this money. They have turned profitable this year. So I mean, for financial year 2020, and then let's look at for financial year 2021. So let's look at 2022. 2022, they have. I can show you the number of orders that they have gotten.
LinkedIn page, we are thrilled to announce record sales bookings of 37 million during 2021. This
Just take note that their yearly revenue is always around like 19 to 22 million. So this is 37 million.
exceeds the previous 2 fiscal years combined, said the CEO. I was stalking his page and somebody said, good job or nicely done there, Red Leg 6. Let me know what that means. And he said, thank you. It's quite the team effort, and the best is yet to come. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm sure you will anyway, but this is something that you can probably be optimistic for. Now, I talked about this in July. It was the new CEO saying he's extremely optimistic that 2022 and 23 will firmly place CPS
Exceeding
on the
our
path
growth
forward
goals.
to achieving our goals for customers and investors. He also said, we are currently exceeding our growth goals and appear to be on pace to have a new record year of growth. And that's what we saw. So it's always good to see a CEO who is not just talk, they back it up. And I talked to the CFO. So I asked him, hey, so I thought you guys were going to make a website. I thought this new CEO was going to be doing interviews. I said, congrats on the record 2021 sales booking announcement. Could you please tell me how fast you think you're going to get these orders filled? Is it stretched out over years? And I said, do you know when CPS will get an investor relations plus a new website? I believe this was scheduled for last October. And he said, generally speaking, orders that are in-house at the beginning of the year will normally be shipped that year. To be clear, the bookings we announced are not necessarily backlog. Orders booked in early 2021 have, for the most part, moved from backlog to revenue by now. Speaking of armor, here's a quote from our Q3 investor
For
call.
additional
We just
aircraft
completed the
carrier.
equivalent of one aircraft carrier worth of hybrid tech armor. We currently have 4 additional carriers worth of.
So basically, yeah, they have the US Navy definitely supports them a lot. So basically, just trying to say that the contract that they get, let's say 100 over million contract, but they have to amortize them over a few years because you don't complete the aircraft carrier within a year. So it will be, let's say 120 million. It will be recognized over 4 years of 4 over financial years, about average of 20 over million each, not counting just a single order on its own. So yeah, so CPSH is actually a very good defense stocks, to consider, other than Lockheed Martin and Raytheon and or even Boeing, or even Tesla. If you see Tesla as one of considered as a hedging stock because of their affiliate with Starlink and all that. So I think, yeah, consider these stocks. Thank you.